Hello, fellow South Africans. I know I'm supposed to be talking about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial that is happening at the North Gauteng High Court. Maybe I should just say what I need to say about that, even though I'm not going to get into the merits of what happened today. So my suspicion is there is going to be a postponement that is going to last up until next year, February. That's my suspicion on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Because, I mean, you could see the judge, he was more empathetic, more humane, more understanding of Gininda, who is writing his final examinations in his final LLB degree, more than he actually cared about the accused children who also may want to study LLB at a university because they need their father's identity document so that they can make copies and then apply for NSFAS and a university for that matter. But who cares? Who cares? Who cares, right? But who they care about more, it is Gininda. But anyways, to piggyback from what I just said, there are 5 South African children that lost their lives yesterday because they ate some snacks that they bought at a tuck shop. And then this has made me so angry the entire day. I've been very emotional about it, and I'm just hoping that I do not in this video. We are on our own, whether we like it or not. We are on our own. Political parties are against the people of South Africa, the same South African people they come to for votes. Silent. The Human Rights Commission, earlier on in my video, I said, as long as these are not foreigners, they don't care. But taxpayers' money pay their salary. Then also, the Helen Suzman Foundation, dead silent. But right now, if the community of Naledi rose up, they'll be the first one to jump and say things and calling us xenophobic, Afrophobic, including the EFF, who now, by the way, just to remind the people of South Africa, we were told, I don't care how much of you love Julius Malema, or how dedicated to the cult you are, I don't give a shit. He said, come to South Africa or find ways or creative ways to get to South Africa. Because he doesn't care. He never did. Because if he did, he would not have stolen, allegedly, from the black poor people that banked money at VBS, VBS bank. Mutual bank. He wouldn't have done that. Now there are 5 South African kids gone because people that not supposed to even be in this country are running spaza shops in our communities. We welcome them because we thought they're coming in good faith. We even call them my friend. That's the name they have. My friend. Who does that? South Africans, because we are loving, caring, sympathetic, empathetic, maybe to a certain extent as well, naive. Because if you look at the Pakistanis and the Bangladeshis, these are Arabs. Same people who see black people as subhuman beings. Look how they treat black people in their own home countries as domestic workers. Slaves. And then they come here. They open spaza shops and other businesses that we, of course, depend on for convenience. And then they sell us poison. And we still go and buy. Why? Because we think, oh, maybe it was an accident. Oh, maybe the child did something that we're not supposed to do. Come on. We have seen those factories where they manufacture these fake foods. Rats are running around. They have cats in their shops. And they say, no, it's for the rats. The manufacturing factory, they scoop from the floor If a door fell down, who cares? It's for those black people, the subhumans. Everybody is quiet. The most important people are quiet. And the people of South Africa keep saying, hey, we are here. We're not only here when you need our votes. We need you throughout. South Africans are saying we are tired. We are tired of having people that were never introduced to us, never told why they are here for. But we still open our arms wide. Today, they have entitlement. One of them is even locked himself in his tuck shop. That's how adamant he is that he's going nowhere. A Pakistani. Somalis and Ethiopians don't consider themselves as Africans, but they are here. We have Nigerians who sell white powder to the same children of ours. Nobody says anything. Find a creative way to get to South Africa because you're black and I will not allow you to go hungry. Where must I send you? To go die? Those words are coming back and they are biting us, South Africans, the ones that are living a real life on the ground. Nobody, where's Pearl Tools? Where's DJ Smooth? Where are all these people? Where are they? Silent. You know why? Because it's South African kids. Who gives a fuck? That's why they are quiet. And now what are we supposed to do? Because the moment you go, xenophobia, Afrophobia, now they are even blaming parents for not being hands-on. I mean, South Africans are saying this. Oh, where were their parents? Victim blaming. Why? Because it's South African kids. Who gives a fuck? But if it was a foreign child, just one, Helen Suzman right now, the South African Human Rights Commission will be threatening court action as we speak. They will be all over, mainstream media. They'll be on ENCA, they'll be on Newsroom Africa, they'll be on SABC, hell, even CNN and BBC, calling South Africans names. But because we don't have anybody to go to and speak for us, who cares? We are on our own, fellow South Africans. What are we supposed to do? We can't turn to anybody. We can't. The government lies to us and show us raids. And you ask yourself, but wait a minute, when there were 95 Libyans that were discovered in Mpumalanga, that had come to South Africa on a study or education visa, but they're busy training for military, whatever, on our land, the disrespect of our sovereignty, which is very much compromised at this point, very compromised. If you think we got intelligence in South Africa, you are really lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. If you think the security cluster of our country cares, you are lying to yourself. Because they are coming in droves. Just today alone, or Tambo caught another drug mule. That's how serious they are in the destruction of South Africa. Our celebrities are quiet. They say nothing. But let another Chidima pops up. Oh, we are not going to hear the end of it. So Telelwa will be called all kinds of names. But they are quiet. 5 South African children gone in the hands of illegal foreigners. That one I'm sure about it. I have no doubt about it, because we've had other children in the past who also passed on. Guess what happens? Oh no, our city of Johannesburg was just playing nice. They were playing nice. I was listening to Mgcini Chwaku, who's like, oh, you guys, you need to send me this. No, you need to be aggressive. You hold the power of people's lives and health, but you're still negotiating with them. And look what happens now. Not so long ago, a whole Pakistani shoots a South African child. Shoots a South African child. The audacity of it. Even if the child was stealing, there's this thing called the law. Why don't you call 10-111, and if you know the child, you send the police to the... No, he takes a gun. That gun, how is it registered when you are illegally in South Africa? How is that gun even legal to begin with? And no, South Africans, shut the fuck up. Because you are xenophobic, Afrophobic. Oh yeah, let's promote Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism, my butt. Because this is a weapon to subdue the people of South Africa. Because the moment you try to say something against Pan-Africanism, you are Afrophobic. How are we Afrophobic if Somalia and Ethiopia don't see themselves as African? How is that Pan-Africanism? Oh, let's forget about Ethiopia and Somalia. Let's go to North Africa. They are very adamant that they are not Africans, but they are on the African continent. But no, let's go and beat South Africans into submission to accepting Pan-Africanism, so that we can allow all kinds of rot and people that are heartless come and do as they please to the people of South Africa. And we must shut the fuck up. South Africans, shut the fuck up in your own land. They are here, right on our faces, rude, disrespectful, and they don't see us. They call us names while they're living here. While they're living here. They want to divide us along racial lines. They want to do exactly what's happening in their own countries. And we must shut up. Because the moment you open your mouth, you're Afrophobic. You are xenophobic. Immediately, as I am speaking I'm just saying what I need to say that is sitting in my heart the entire day. Call me xenophobic, Afrophobic, whatever the shit you call us. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to open my mouth and I'm going to say my piece about all of this. Why are you here? Why are you here if you hate us so much? Why did you leave Pakistan? Why did you leave Bangladesh? Why did you leave Somalia? Why did you leave Ethiopia? There are no wars going on there. And I know you come here and then you marry, fake marriage, our own. For what? For identity. And still you don't live under the same roof with them. You know why? Because you're not going to live with an animal. But you are married to this animal. How is that even sensible? But no, we must keep quiet. We must shut up. Shut up. Helen Suzman will tell us. The South African Human Rights Commission will tell us. I will sue you. That's what they said. They threatened a South African that they are going to take South Africans to court, those that speak the truth, that seek the truth. The South African Human Rights Commission. And if they come for me, I'm going to let you know that here's the summons coming from the South African Human Rights Commission, because I am speaking and asking questions so that we get answers as to why 5 South African children passed on after eating poisonous food, fake food that they sell to us. We must shut up. We must shut up. We must shut up. What must we do? Apparently, we must shut up. Let them do as they please. Our heroes, wherever they are, they must be turning in their graves. Oh, by the way, speaking about that, you open your mouth. They say, oh, during the days of apartheid, we helped you. During the days of apartheid, we liberated you. Okay, thanks for your contribution. But when you did we do this nonsense in your countries? Did we tell you to shut up? Were we rude to you? Were we disrespectful to you? Were we killing your children? Were we selling them substances that are illegal? Oh yeah, I've been a doctor in South Africa and changed and contributed to the medical fraternity of South Africa. And this person is telling us what they've done. What about your country? Why did you leave your country where doctors are needed and your innovative ways that you contribute to the South African medical field? Why didn't you go and contribute it to your country? No, let's guilt trip South Africans. And then they will come about white people. Oh, these people are still enslaved. We never had slavery in South Africa. They're still enslaved. They're living with their slave masters. Hey, their slave masters are winning and they are in control. So what? Why does that bother you? You want us to be in the same position as you because you drove out the white people in your country. Is that what you also want for us? We chose a path, a godly path of forgiveness. And the funny part about you guys are so religious. But then again, if you talk about religion, they don't read the Bible. The only part of the Bible they will read is about how you need to dig into your pocket and pay tithes that are going to enrich your pastor, who will buy a private jet, who will go shop in Italy, goes to hospital in France and India, while you go to a clinic and sit the entire day with no money in your pocket because your so-called pastor, who doesn't read the Bible and does not prepare you for salvation, but no, he wants to tell you about miracles that are going to happen in your life. That is why they're doing what they're doing. I am so sick and I am tired, and I have come here before and I have stated my mind. I never thought that I'll be back here again. I just never thought. There are only few of us that are fighting for the sovereignty of this country. Only a few of us. Because everyone else in South Africa is scared to go in. Because the moment you go in, you will be labeled xenophobic. You are going to be labeled within the country by our own people, the EFF, Afrophobic, the so-called Pan-Africanists, the cowards who can't go to North Africa. Start there. Convince them before you come down south. We have never resisted any ideology that we felt was good for everybody. We've never rejected it. So why are you trying to beat us down into admitting or accepting this so-called Pan-Africanism when you have Somalia and Ethiopia just up the road? They're saying they're not Africans. No, it's enough. We can't keep quiet no more. I'm not going to keep quiet. I refuse to keep quiet. Do whatever you want to say. I don't care. Call me names. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. Where are the deportations? I was still on that thought about the 95 Libyans. We saw them. I still even remember the aeroplane that they were put in, Sim Air, back to Libya. But we've been seeing raids and arrests, but we're not seeing convoys of buses going into Beit Bridge and dropping its nations on the other side where they belong, where they come from. We don't see OR Tambo International taking Peace Air, taking its people back to Nigeria. We don't see that. Hillbrow is still the same as it was when everything transpired. Nobody's touching the green, white, and green people. Why? And they continue. Just today, another drug mule was arrested at OR Tambo International Airport. Guess who's the mastermind behind it? Yeah. And we need to shut up. We need to be appreciative that they helped us to gain our liberation. Forget everyone else that passed away, killed by the apartheid police and the government. What about, they didn't do anything. It's us. We were making noise. And you should be appreciative. No, this is enough, guys. I am enough. I am so enough. I am so enough. I'm enough. I am enough. I don't know. The worst part about it, I feel powerless. And the only thing that I've got is my voice. That's the only thing that I've got. Because I know somebody's going to take this video and then places it on BBC, CNN, that other African American YouTube channel, the Pan-Africanist news channel. It's gonna end up there, and I'm gonna be labeled as xenophobic and Afrophobia. Forget the 5 South African children. You need to forget about them. They don't matter. They are nobodies. They're just South Africans, animals. That's who we are in their eyes. What are we to do, South Africans? We need to ask ourselves this question. What are we to do? What are we to do? The political parties that were speaking for us, gone quiet. Dead quiet, because they are now seated in parliament. What are we to do? What are we to do? Tears, they've fallen. There's none left. There is none left. What did we do? Senzeni na. Yini esiyenzile. Simply because we showed Ubuntu. Are we being paralyzed by Ubuntu bethu? Is that what's going on, fellow South Africans? Everything is stacked up against us. Businesses in South Africa don't hire us because we come with rights. Rights to demand for increment. Rights to join a union. Rights, if we are being taken advantage of, we can go toy. But they don't come with that. South Africans who own businesses. Some of you who are watching this very video, in your house, you hired a Zimbabwean, a Malawian, a Zambian working for you over a South African because you are running away from minimum wage. Yeah, you. Thanks for contributing to the plight of South Africans. Because you know why? You don't give a fuck about us. Your own people. Your own people. And then they want to come and say, oh, those 5 children, hey, Kwagubi, this is not yet in your house. See who you've employed. And you think you are doing or saying the right thing about condolencing the 5 kids' families. Guys, I don't know what to say anymore. What are we to do? This is a discussion that needs to happen with or without our leaders. With or without them, we need to have this discussion. Only a few of us are fighting for the sovereignty of our country. And I don't blame you for being afraid. I don't. Because you don't want that label. But let me tell you something. You are labeled nonetheless. Quiet as you are and fearful as you are still labeled. You are serving a crime. Wait, how do you put this? You are serving a sentence of a crime you did not commit. So me, I might as well commit it. If this is part of it and you're calling me xenophobic for this video, hey, I've already served that sentence. Double jeopardy. We are supposed to be discussing things that are important to South Africans. But no, there are these mosquitoes. We can't do nothing. How are we supposed to take our country forward? As I've been speaking, more are landing in South Africa. More are coming into Bait Bridge. More are coming into the Limbombo border. Nje, utela wayeka. Free for all. That is South Africa. And when they get here, sidelelwe. Like 9-9, you can't say or do anything. I've got videos upon videos of them telling us on our faces like this where to get off in our own country. Wow. Please, whatever you take away from this video is this question. What are we to do? Because ngeke bafethu kwanele. Sinhlelila the whole thing. And this is not the only 5 kids. There are more. In fact, kukhulu. I did say this before, and I'm going to repeat it. I kukhulu. The way it's going to be so big, we will not be able to curb it because our law authorities, they don't care. Dr. Leon Schreiber is doing his best, but without the support, it's useless. Useless. Right now, the Red Berets, they are opening their mouths. This is the problem they created. Now they want to lie to us. I don't know if you believe them, what is wrong with you. Honestly speaking, I don't know what will be wrong with you to believe anything that they are saying. They are there in the Naledi, in their numbers, wearing red t-shirts to lie to the people of Naledi. And yet their leader advised Africans to illegally come to South Africa. Find creative ways. I don't have to play you that clip. I don't have to play you that clip. And we need to shut up. Shut up. I don't know. South Africans, senzeni. What must we do? Interpret this any way you want. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done to get our country back. We need our country back. When we walked into 1994, we didn't even got the chance to enjoy. Just to breathe and get a break. We never did. We just got out of apartheid. New a problem started. Christian Young Smart's International Airport back then, it was when it was called before OR Tambo, Johannesburg, then OR Tambo. It was already full with Nigerians in South Africa. We never got a break. We never got to enjoy ourselves, just as South Africans. Now, sizalelwe injendlini. Basijikele njengotshwala esiswini. And we are paralyzed by Ubuntu. That's what we've been paralyzed by. Is it time that South Africans abandoned Ubuntu? Is it time? I'll leave that up to you. Other than that, guys, I've said my piece. I don't know about you.